right now, hiding in the moss outside your window, floating in the ocean, sitting on a mountain peak 6,000 meters above sea level. There is a creature, one that has survived 5 mass extinctions, one that has lived through temperatures of -272 degrees, just 1 degree above absolute zero, one that was launched into the vacuum of outer space with no suit, no oxygen, no protection, and came back alive. This is not science fiction. This is real, and you've probably never heard of it. Meet the tardigrade, also known as the water bear, or the moss piglet. It measures just 0.5 millimeters in length, invisible to the naked eye. But under a microscope, it looks like something straight out of another world. 8 stubby legs, a barrel-shaped body, and a mouth that looks like it belongs to an alien. There are over 1,300 known species of tardigrades, and they live everywhere. Your backyard, the ocean floor, the Himalayas, Antarctic ice, everywhere. What makes the tardigrade truly extraordinary is what happens when the world tries to kill it. When conditions become too harsh, too hot, too cold, too dry, the tardigrade does something no other animal on Earth can do. It shuts itself down. Scientists call it cryptobiosis, a state of suspended animation. The tardigrade pulls in its legs, expels almost all the water from its body. Its metabolism drops to just 0.01% of normal. It becomes a tiny, dried-up barrel, called a ton, and in this state, it becomes nearly indestructible. Boiling water? Survived. Frozen at -272 degrees for decades? Survived. Radiation doses 1,000 times lethal to humans? Survived. The pressure of 6 times the deepest ocean trench? Survived. And in 2007, the European Space Agency launched tardigrades into open space. No spacecraft, no protection. Directly exposed to the vacuum, solar radiation and cosmic rays. When they were brought back to Earth 10 days later, 68% were still alive. They had survived outer space. But how? How does something so small survive what nothing else can? Scientists have spent decades trying to answer that, and what they found is extraordinary. When a tardigrade enters cryptobiosis, it produces a unique protein called Dsup, short for damage suppressor. This protein literally wraps around the tardigrade's DNA like a shield, protecting it from radiation that would shred the genetic code of any other living thing. And when the tardigrade wakes up, it repairs whatever damage remains with shocking efficiency. Its cells essentially have a built-in repair kit that human cells simply don't have. Scientists are now studying whether DSUP could be used in human medicine. Imagine cancer treatments that don't destroy healthy cells. Imagine astronauts protected from cosmic radiation on deep space missions. All inspired by a 0.5 millimeter creature living in your garden moss. The tardigrade has been on Earth for over 500 million years. It was here before the dinosaurs. It survived the asteroid that wiped them out. It survived every ice age, every extinction, every catastrophe this planet has ever thrown at life. And it will almost certainly outlive us. In fact, scientists believe tardigrades could survive until the sun itself dies, making them the most resilient life form in the history of our planet, and possibly the universe. All of this, in a creature you cannot see with your naked eye, makes you wonder, what else is hiding in the invisible universe? If this blew your mind, you're exactly where you're supposed to be. Subscribe to Invisible Universe. Every week, we go deeper into the world too small to see. Next week, we're going inside a single drop of pond water, And trust me, you'll never look at water the same way again. I'll see you in the invisible universe.